Timeless secrets.
Pyramid in ancient Australia evidence? In our recent delve into the enthralling saga of the ancient Egyptian-Australian nexus, we unearthed a trove of obscure yet utterly fascinating artifacts, shedding light on a connection between these far-flung lands dating back over 5,000 years. From Boomerangs in Egypt to hieroglyphs in Gosford and the lamentable fate of the Gympie pyramid bulldozed into the sea, the trail of evidence is both cryptic and compelling. Enter Dr. von Synth, an intrepid amateur archaeologist of a certain vintage, who, after decades of relentless exploration, proclaims an astonishing revelation. Australia, he asserts, was stumbled upon during the Third Dynasty, around 5,000 years ago. According to his hypothesis, ancient explorers landed on the Cape York Peninsula and gradually made their way southward. Dr. von Synth's deductions draw heavily from the pioneering work of Queensland Egyptologist Ray Johnson, who, before his demise in 2004, claimed to have deciphered the Gosford hieroglyphs. These carvings, as per Johnson, narrate the story of Lord Nefertiru, a wealthy pharaoh from the Egyptian royal family, who met his demise during an expedition along the Australian east coast. The Gosford glyphs, it seems, mark his final resting place in the site of a grand pyramid. Delving deeper into this cryptic history, we stumbled upon translations of over 300 glyphs inscribed on the ancient gospel rocks. These inscriptions function like a treasure map, guiding us to the locations mentioned. Notably, granite, a robust and hefty material often chosen for weight-bearing structures in colossal buildings, plays a pivotal role in these enigmatic constructions. Surprisingly, Queensland boasts its own granite pyramid, intriguingly named the Welsh Pyramid. Long dismissed as a natural granite peak, its pyramid-like shape raises eyebrows. Named after the Queensland Government Minister of Works, William Henry Walsh, in the 1870s, the mountain annually hosts the Great Pyramid Race, a 12-kilometer dash from Gordon Vale to the summit. What adds a layer of mystery is the steadfast denial of explorations into the possibility of this being a man-made pyramid. Despite evidence in the form of Egyptian hieroglyphics found in Australia pointing to its existence, Walsh's pyramid remains concealed beneath layers of earth. Nestled within the Barron Gorge National Park, this peculiarly shaped mountain beckons exploration and excavation. Questions linger in the air. Is Walsh's pyramid a product of ancient craftsmanship? Why does it remain shrouded in secrecy, mirroring the fate of many other historical sites worldwide? The echoes of suppressed history resonate, urging us to uncover the truths hidden beneath the soil, and in doing so, unearth the mysteries that bind Egypt and Australia across the annals of time. Tutankhamun's death mask stands as one of the most iconic artifacts ever unearthed in Egypt, and quite possibly the entire world. The mere sight of it is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Yet, amidst the fascination that draws countless visitors to Egypt, few are aware of a rather peculiar assortment of artifacts discovered alongside the meticulously crafted golden mask that adorned Tutankhamun's resting place for centuries. Delving into the eccentricities of the young pharaoh's interests, it appears that Tutankhamun had a penchant for unconventional treasures. Among his cherished possessions were Australian boomerangs adorned with intricate Aboriginal artworks. Yes, you read that right. The ancient Egyptians seemingly had a thing for the iconic Australian throwing tool. What makes this revelation even more mind-boggling is the connection drawn between the ceremonial practices of the Aboriginals and those of ancient Egypt. Not only did both civilizations engage in the art of mummification and magnification, but the methods employed were strikingly similar. The famed Kalento, upon scrutinizing a mummified Aboriginal child, concluded that the incisions and embalming techniques mirrored those utilized in Egypt during the 21st to 23rd dynasties. And Colento is not the only scholar to reach such a conclusion. In 1911, the renowned Egyptologist Elliot Smith also found himself captivated by the uncanny resemblance between the customs of magnification practiced by Australian Aboriginals and their neighboring communities and the ancient Egyptian methods. This led to speculation about a potential pre-Columbian visit to the Australian continent. As if this weren't intriguing enough, the plot thickens with the discovery of gospel glyphs located approximately 60 kilometers north of Sydney. Featuring over 300 engravings, these hieroglyphs have faced vandalism, with fraudulent additions cropping up since 1986. However, the authenticity of the original glyphs remains unquestionable. The enigmatic glyphs depict an engraved ark and an ibis footprint in the River of Life, accompanied by Thoth, an essential figure in Egyptian mythology. These elements strongly suggest the existence of Egyptian ruins in Australia, dating back to the 16th century, a revelation that could reshape our understanding of Australian history, reaching back some 5,000 years. Adding a touch of the surreal, the hieroglyphs also incorporate unique and bizarre UFO symbols, further fueling the intrigue surrounding this ancient enigma. So, next time you find yourself marveling at Tutankhamun's death mask, remember that it might just be the tip of the iceberg in a tale that spans continents and cultures, weaving a narrative that challenges our preconceived notions of history. Delving into the fascinating connections between ancient Egypt and the vast Australian continent, our exploration has unearthed peculiar and often overlooked discoveries. Among these intriguing finds are Tutankhamun's expansive Boomerang collection, the controversial hieroglyphs near Queensland, dubbed the Gosford Glyphs, depicting the enigmatic burial ceremony of an Egyptian deity, a cross-Pacific voyage, and the contentious claim of a pyramid constructed on Australian soil. However, the mysteries do not end there. Tin Can Bay emerges as the chosen location for an ancient Egyptian pyramid, shrouded in secrecy and subjected to a massive cover-up over the past century. In a clandestine operation, the pyramid was reportedly bulldozed onto a barge and its stones dumped off Fraser Island. Astonishingly, a small group of 10 to 12 individuals, including a man named Paul, were involved in this clandestine and potentially criminal act. To ensure the veil of secrecy, these individuals signed agreements with the Australian government, vowing never to reveal their illicit mission, thereby depriving Australians and the global community of a truly historical understanding. While attempts to bury the pyramid's existence were made, determined researchers have pieced together the puzzle through extensive excavations and fact-finding exhibitions. Despite the destruction, its past existence has been confirmed beyond doubt. Other ancient ruins in the area, often dismissed as recent constructions in academic papers funded by particular organizations, have also been scrutinized by independent investigators for over 2 decades. The Aboriginal population, aware of the pyramid for millennia, adds another layer of authenticity to its historical significance. During excavations in the Tin Can Bay area, large stone statues were unearthed, but a suspicious pattern emerges as only 1 out of the 5 animal statues survives. The discovery of a creature not native to Australia hints at ancient Egyptian-style mummification rites, mirroring practices among the Torres Strait Islanders and Cape York Aboriginal tribes. Parallels between their rites and beliefs and the religion of Osiris further emphasize the significance of the suppressed pyramid. Despite scholarly attempts to discredit the pyramid as a modern replica, a wealth of cultural artifacts provides compelling evidence to the contrary. Among these artifacts, Scarab beetles stand out as defenders of a factual account of history. Authorities, attempting to downplay Egyptian influence in Australia, find it challenging to escape the ubiquitous presence of these artifacts, hinting at a hidden truth waiting to be unveiled. One memorable artifact, a church-made Scarab beetle discovered by a workman in 1976, briefly captured public attention before mysteriously disappearing. This raises questions about the authenticity of the history presented to us and encourages us to continue seeking the truth, which, as it turns out, might just be out there waiting to be discovered. Back in the year 1994, Klaus Schmidt, a trailblazer from the German Archaeological Institute, embarked on a riveting journey of excavation at a Neolithic marvel situated in the southern realms of modern-day Turkey. This site, Gobekli Tepe, stands out not only for its colossal dimensions, but also for its unequivocal antiquity. Picture this: a sprawling ancient structure comprised of no less than 200 T-shaped stone pillars, with some towering an impressive 6 meters in height and boasting a substantial weight of 22 tons. Talk about making a statement in the ancient world. Now, while Gobekli Tepe has been hailed as one of the oldest sites on our planet, challenging contemporary paradigms regarding ancestral migration routes, its pillars are adorned with cryptic symbology. These symbols, intriguingly, bear a striking resemblance to those found in the cultural heritage of an ancient group. Astonishingly, this group not only incorporated these symbols into their culture throughout the ages, but has also been theorized by several independent researchers as the potential architects behind Gobekli Tepe. Delving into the temporal abyss, Gobekli Tepe dates back to an estimated 12,000 years ago, unveiling a lost antiquity that perplexes scholars to this day. Despite its age, the question of who constructed this enigmatic site and how it was accomplished remains an elusive mystery, shrouded in the sands of time. Yet, the intrigue surrounding Gobekli Tepe has only intensified since its discovery. Recent studies have unearthed compelling connections between the symbolism etched on the site and that found in Aboriginal groups of Australia. Renowned for their ancient ancestry and the concept of dream time, these Aboriginals share a mysterious language of symbols with Gobekli Tepe, a language whose meanings have regrettably slipped through the cracks of history. This revelation has led some researchers to posit the existence of a lost civilization, positing that the construction of Gobekli Tepe might have been orchestrated by these Aboriginals, who supposedly thrived in Australia, but mysteriously vanished from the other continents. Adding a layer of intrigue, there are areas on the site that mainstream sources seem keen to keep under wraps. The Turkish government, in a recent visit, committed an act of criminal vandalism by filling intriguing voids with cement. What secrets could they be so desperate to conceal? Could there be a trove of evidence supporting the hypothesis of Gobekli Tepe's Aboriginal origins? It's an archaeological enigma that demands protection and investigation. In conclusion, Gobekli Tepe is an awe-inspiring site that beckons for further exploration and safeguarding. Its mysteries raise more questions than answers, making it a compelling subject of study. Thanks for joining us on this, and as you delve into these mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of the ancient and historical.